All right, welcome back, everyone. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're going on a special kind of hunt. A manhunt, if you will. Our mission, should you choose to accept it, is to track down one very specific, very sneaky character in the Arabic alphabet. Let's get right into it.
Okay, team, listen up. Here's our official briefing. Take a good look at the screen, because that's our target. Think of this as the Arabic alphabet's version of Where's Waldo. And trust me, our suspect has a very, very distinct profile.
So, let's meet our guy, the letter Jeem. Now, to help us remember him, we've got a couple of nicknames. First up, you can call him Jug. Why? Well, because on a hot day, what do you need? A jug of water. Or you can call him Jim, because where do you take that jug of water? To the gym. And see that little dot? That's the water inside the jug. Pretty easy to remember, right?
Okay, so what's this guy's deal? We need to figure out his behavior. Is he a lone wolf, always on his own, or is he a social butterfly, always blending into a crowd? You know, understanding this is absolutely key to finding him when he's hiding in plain sight.
Well, it turns out our guy is a master of disguise. He's super social. Look at this. He totally changes his shape dependent on where he is in a word. If he's at the start, he reaches out to the next letter. If he's in the middle, he's basically holding hands on both sides. It's only at the very end of a word that he goes back to his original full form. Sneaky.
So, here's our game plan, and it's actually super simple. No matter what disguise Jeem is wearing, there's one thing that never changes: his tell. All we have to do is scan the baseline of the words and look for that single dot at the bottom. That's our golden ticket. That's how we'll find him.
All right, briefing's over. Time to get our hands dirty. The hunt for our jugs and gems is officially on. Let's start scanning. Okay, eyes on the prize, people. We're looking for that single dot underneath a letter. Just focus on the baseline. I'm scanning. The first line. Do we see anything yet?
Whoa, hang on a second. I see some dots at the bottom, but wait, that's 2 dots. Nope, that's an imposter. Definitely not our guy. A close call, but that's not him. Let's keep looking.
Okay, moving on. Scanning along the line. Hold on a minute. I think I see something. A single dot at the bottom. It fits the profile. Could this be him?
Bingo! That's him. It's a perfect match for his beginning of the word disguise. We got one. Excellent work, team. Let's keep this momentum going.
All right, we are on a roll, so now we're on the lookout for all his buddies, too. We got Jimmy Jugs, Jimmy Johns, Jimmy Joe, whatever he calls himself. We're going to find him. Let's go.
Ooh, okay, what about this one? This one looks a little tricky. I see the single dot at the bottom, for sure, but the letters look like they're stacked on top of each other. This is a new one. How do we read this?
So here's a little pro tip for you. Normally we read Arabic right to left, right? But when letters are stacked up like this, you read from top to bottom. So we read the top letter first, and then the one underneath it, and boom! There he is. That's our guy. Another one in the bag.
Whoa. What's happening? Is the feed cutting out? He must know. We're onto him. He's trying to sabotage the mission.
Can you believe it? Jimmy John knew we were closing in, and he actually tried to cut the feed. But his little trick isn't going to work. We're back online, and we are back in business. He can't hide from us.
All right, nice try, buddy, but we're not giving up that easy. It's time for the final push. Let's scan what's left and find every last one of these guys.
And there we go. See that? Another one. This is a perfect example of Jeem, right in the middle of a word, holding hands with the letters on both sides. And of course, there's his signature single dot right at the bottom. Gotcha!
And look at that, we just found our last one. And this one is right at the very end of the word, which means he's back in his full classic jug shape. A perfect find to close out the hunt.
Okay, so now you've had the training. You know the disguises, you know the aliases, and you know the key identifying feature, that single dot at the bottom. So, I'm passing the torch to you. I want you to go back and look closely. How many times did our friend Jeem actually show up in total? Let me know what you find in the comments below.